Today on Sunrise, more from our exclusive KGW investigation into doctors who are disciplined for serious misconduct, yet they're allowed to keep practicing medicine.
KGW's Ashley Korsland researched dozens of cases of doctor misconduct over the last 9 months, and one of those cases wound up leading to a legal fight between KGW and the Oregon Medical Board. So Ashley is actually here this morning to talk more about that. Good morning, Ashley.
Yeah, good morning, Drew and Brenda. You know, the Oregon Medical Board actually sued KGW to keep us from getting disciplinary records involving a doctor who was accused by more than a half dozen women for sexual misconduct. In 2020, 8 women sued Dr. Christopher Baldwin for sexual battery and medical negligence, court records show. 6 of them were school bus drivers in Beaverton, Oregon. They were required by their employer to undergo physical exams to maintain their commercial driver's licenses. Dr. Baldwin performed those exams. In their lawsuit, the women allege that between 2015 and 2020, Dr. Baldwin peered down their shirts during exams and stared at their breasts without legitimate medical reason. 3 of the women claimed Dr. Baldwin touched their breasts or genital area. Dr. Baldwin didn't respond to our request for an interview, but he did talk about the allegations during a deposition as part of the lawsuit. He denied any sexual misconduct, saying, quote, "I was not breathing heavily, but since she was wearing such a skimpy outfit, some things probably could have been semi-excited." It appears Dr. Baldwin settled the lawsuit confidentially. Then his medical license in Oregon went on inactive status. We discovered that he left the state and received a medical license in Arizona in 2022. Neither the Arizona nor Oregon Medical Board websites reflect evidence of any disciplinary action or the lawsuit. But through our reporting, we learned that before leaving Oregon, Dr. Baldwin was issued a letter of concern by the Oregon Medical Board. We filed a public records request to get a copy of that letter, but the medical board denied us, arguing the letter is confidential. So we appealed to the Oregon Attorney General's office, which agreed the letter of concern is indeed a public record. It ordered the medical board to turn it over. Instead, the Oregon Medical Board sued KGW, asking a state judge to rule the letter of concern should remain private. As of now, that legal fight continues. Now, oral arguments in the case between the Oregon Medical Board and KGW are set for late November. So, guys, we'll keep you posted as we get farther into these legal proceedings.
So what exactly was the medical board's reasoning for wanting to keep these documents confidential?
So in its court filing, the board had claimed that, making this sort of information public would set a precedent that could expose doctors in the cases where complaints are unfounded, and that it might discourage doctors from disclosing certain things in their reports. And I want to make one thing clear. The Oregon Medical Board has every right to bring this case to court, but we really felt that these documents in this case, they really should be made public in the name of transparency. And just to reiterate, the Oregon Attorney General sided with us with this. We made our case saying the public has a right to know about these documents in the name of transparency for the public, because Dr. Baldwin left Oregon and is now has a medical license in Arizona.
And there's something else we should also make clear. You did try to interview the Oregon Medical Board about all this.
Yeah, multiple times. The board would not do a formal on-camera interview with us. It did email us a statement saying that it stands by the way it disciplines doctors and that it has a zero-tolerance culture for sexual misconduct.
All right, Ashley, thank you. Very important information. And if you'd like to watch KGW's investigative documentary, Sick Medicine, it's available right now on the KGW YouTube page and on KGW Plus.